This is going to be a bit tough, considering my team spirit is low. I am playing 3-5-2, and this guy is 4-3-3 with team spirit 99.
The warmest of welcomes to you.
His striking is pretty decent.
Formalities. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Angel Di Maria. He has an awful lot going for him. A good dribbler, a very good crosser, a marvellous free kick taker, and a range of passing that most midfielders would be proud of. And he could play a prominent part.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Coleman with the ball through. He's made sure that that won't get through. Di Maria. Alexis Sanchez looks to thread it through. Damian. Tavi Garcia. Keeps everyone guessing. Sit back. Alexis Sanchez. Robin. He is off the hook. Much personal relief.
Robin has been full of enthusiasm and desire, and his work rate has been very strong, and he's clever in being able to read the game almost a step ahead of everyone else. That's great play. Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
Robin plays it in. Alexis Sanchez!
Oh, come on. Come on. Close enough, not good enough.
Damian. Robin, can he get through? The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. The header side yet able to find the net. Done very well to intervene. James Rodriguez. Di Maria. Robin. And it's Luis Suarez. Iniesta. Neymar. Now it's Messi. Messi. He's off on a marauding run. And now the finish. It's in! That has brought the house down. What a wonderful hit.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, they may have got the lead, but that next goal now is absolutely crucial to the complexion of this one.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? They've got it back and they could go again. Cesc Fabregas. Hazard. Looks like a good ball through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Neymar plays it backwards and they'll try again. It's there! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal. Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Messi passes it through. Now it's Hazard. Chance to shoot. It's come loose. Neymar. Whistle's gone. That for offside? Yes, it is. Now it's It's Neymar. James Rodriguez. Fine defending there. Iniesta. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. PK. Coleman. Alexis Sanchez charges in. James Rodriguez. It's Di Maria. Coleman. It's a long forward pass. Alexis Sanchez. Javi Garcia hoops it upfield. Messi plays it out to the flank. Hazard. Cut out in the nick of time.
What happened there?
It's Hazard! Cesc Fabregas, and he's whipped it in low. Belts one. Messi. Hazard! Oh, that is very close.
Yeah, and he knew he had to get his efforts away before being closed down, but he could have sacrificed a little power then for a bit more accuracy.
Another piece of really good defending. There's the whistle for half-time. So off we go once more.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Good, strong hand by the keeper. Never one to be short of confidence. He gave it a go. The outcome, though, not what he had in mind. Neymar. Robin. And it's Neymar. Company positions himself well and cuts it out. Di Maria. Oh, he's come flying in. Oh, he's come up against a brick wall there. Now it's Higuain. Pepe cuts it out. Di Maria. Rafael Varane.
Are you kidding?
Brought forward. What does he
This
try from
team
here?
spirit is killing me. Seriously.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding back and being patient about this challenge. It's time to roll the sleeves up and go for it.
Coleman. Javi Garcia. Jean Moutinho doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Will be a throw-in. Robin looking up to see who wants it. Jean Moutinho. Ibrahimovic. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, as long as they press quickly in midfield, the defence can take a chance on keeping a high line, but without pressure on the ball, it's a dangerous tactic.
Javi Garcia. Coleman. Muller. Di Maria. Now it's Neymar. That's not going to make it. Whose ball? Who's going to get there? Has a swing at
Oh,
it.
come on.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Tries a through ball. Oh, good interception. Muller. Now the pass. Neymar. There's a lot to the
I don't
possibilities,
believe
but
this.
in the end it's fruitless. Looks to slip it through. Promising cross. He's dealt with that well. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Just about up to 75 minutes. Luis Suarez. Oh, good ball. And he's through on goal. No mistake! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Damian. Neymar. And it's Damian. Damian with the ball through. Neymar. And the ball is out of play. Javi Garcia plays it out to the wing. Now the pass. Higuain tries a through ball. It's a loose ball. Should have put that one away.
What a huge let-off that was. Conceding them would really have left the momentum to climb.
Oh,
He
shoot.
gobbles up the chance.
Timely offside.
It's offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. It's Higuain! Ball's loose. Who's getting there?
Are you
It's
kidding me?
bounced out.
What was that, Noor? What was
Higuain!
that?
He
What
is
the hell?
sensational! And with that goal comes comfort.
When you can produce a first touch that is as good as that, you're on a winner. And it was all done with consummate ease. That's just lovely to watch. A beautiful flow.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it. Luis Suarez. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Robben. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Looks like a good ball through. Di Maria looking to get on the end of this. Javi Garcia knows well to read it and intercepts. Just needed to... And time
Stupid
is up. No joy for the
loss,
players,
honestly.
nor indeed for the loyal fans. It has ended in defeat. A thoroughly disappointing outcome. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the...
Hey guys, Ian, Sep. Yeah. I think I learned from you because I think you had an ID something like PESEP 2000 PES 2014 or something. I don't know, but that's a good one. It's a stupid loss I had. I made a huge mistake. I didn't renew low contract, and I was somehow forced, I cannot say forced, I chose to like go with Guardiola. This guy is very attack oriented, but still my defenders, they have so many big issues, especially the team spirit is not still 99, so that is also making some effect. Anyhow, it's alright. Okay, let's see.
welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Okay, now waiting for this gentleman. Okay, he's here now. Let's finish him. We're hoping to finish him.
There's the whistle. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do.
It doesn't seem that we'll have fun.
Full tilt down the left. Oh, real chance!
Oh.
And through to the goalkeeper. James Rodriguez. Now it's Neymar. Raggi pumps it upfield. Away from immediate danger.
Alright.
Xabi Alonso.
We will have big problem with this lagging.
Hazard.
But it's okay.
Klein dinks one in. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Raggi does well there, alert. Well positioned to make that interception. James Rodriguez. It's been a rather gentle affair so far. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Chance! Benzema. The ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Who's offside? It was Benzema. I don't believe this. Neymar didn't touch the ball and still offside. Funny. ACM for Life 87, mate. Thank you for tuning in.
Now the pass. Now it's Morata. Morata showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Robin looks like a good ball through. Carrillo plays it in. He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Oh, he got up so well to attack the ball then, but it's a pity about the effort.
Alexandro looking for options. Morata beats the offside trap.
Oh, dear God.
Morata just stayed on the right side of the defender there. I thought he showed wonderful patience, great experience to just make sure he didn't drift offside, and I just thought all around it was very intelligent play.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, that's put him in the driving seat, but there's a lot of football left in this one yet, believe me.
And yet another chance goes to waste.
Well, I wonder if their profligacy will rebound on them somehow. You know, they're very much on the up here, and yet they can't convert a string of very decent opportunities.
Oh, that's great stuff. Exactly what he's all about.
Well, he's certainly a player.
Neymar! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! They have come roaring back! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Ah, come on.
A whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Now it's Robin. Oh, he's broken through. What about it? And they get themselves in front. That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
Well, once upon a time I was harsh on goalkeepers, but now I'm more sympathetic because the ball moves all over the place these days, and we've just seen it again. Listen, it's no surprise to me as to who scored the goal. When you look through this team, he's the standout performer with a whole repertoire of different talents. He'll do for me every time.
Ah.
Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. James Rodriguez. Oh, the ball's come loose.
I swear this is a stupid foul. This is a stupid foul.
Now it's Carrillo. It's a loose ball. Decent enough try.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better. Any other time it would have sneaked in.
There he is, making his presence felt.
I think what we're looking at here is just a very special talent. Someone who can decide the outcome of a match on his own.
Muller. James. And it's Morata. There will be a throw-in. James Rodriguez. James. That's really nice. Now, what next? It's come loose.
Oh, come on.
Andre Carrillo plays it long. Oh, that's clever. Neuer chooses to deal with it himself. And the volley. Muller. Passes it through. Candreva.
Oh, come on.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Listen, when you're a goal down, you'll be glad of any free kick situation that presents itself, and this has to be a real chance to draw level.
Decent hit from there. Candreva. Xabi Alonso, aimed long and direct. Klein with the ball through. Rafael Varane positions himself well and cuts it out. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. We're underway again. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Just the goalkeeper to beat. He has done it!
All right, Robin.
The second half sparked straight into life. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, we thought that this one would be close between two strong sides like this, and I think that just goes to prove it.
Ibrahimovic. Fence has got rid of that. Robin. Who's going to make this theirs? Candreva desperately wants to get on the end of this.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
Barzagli.
Oh, I don't believe this.
Morata. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Robin.
Well, it's looking a lot better for them now, and as long as they don't just get a little bit too cocky about this spell in opposition territory and leave themselves open to a slick counter-attack, they've still got to play with the right purpose and keep an urgency about what they're doing.
Muller. Robin.
Oh, come on.
Rafael Varane gets it back. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Muller looks to slip it through. He's made sure that that won't get through. Ibrahimovic.
Come on, Ibra. What the hell?
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, even a section of the opposition fans were applauding that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, it's the modern ball that makes such a difference to shots like that. If you connect well, it will swerve and dip all over the place. It's just so hard to predict. Oh, look, it's lovely having a player with such ability in your side. He's always capable of coming up with something important, and he's done it again.
Robin. Klein. Tries a through ball. Ibrahimovic. Pumps it into the area. Clearance and very necessary. Brings it forward. Looks to slip it through. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Alexandro needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, and it was a case of good awareness too. That wasn't quite matched by the right weight of pass. It only needed just a little bit more behind it, and he was through.
Ibrahimovic with the ball through. He's away! Benzema! It's a goal!
Okay.
A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, once upon a time I was harsh on goalkeepers, but now I'm more sympathetic because the ball moves all over the place these days, and we've just seen it again. Yeah, they may well be two up now, but the beauty of this game is that it can all change in a flash.
Candreva. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Now the pass. Aimed in towards the centre.
Ah.
Good delivery, but no joy.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Another corner then. It's Muller! Danger averted for now. And that would have been game, set and match.
And if they don't get the job done from here, he'll look back on that moment and know he should have made it a 3-goal cushion. Should have finished things off.
The final 5 minutes. And it's Robben. Robben passes it through. Benzema, he's off on a marauding run.
I don't believe this.
Robben. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Tries to dink it in. Goes for a lob. And the ball's come out. And in it goes. And what a climax we have here. Neuer did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. This is threatening to become a really good game. Rafael Varane. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. It's a loose ball.
Yes.
Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! Perfect placement, the one place. The final whistle. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Your final thoughts, Jim?
It's a victory that ticks a lot of boxes for me, particularly.
Thank you so much, mate. Thank you. I'm honestly trying out everything. It depends on my opponent, my current situation in the game. It also depends on one other important factor, which is the stamina left, like for each player in that specific game. Because my system in my club is I'm always trying to balance the team. It's like I don't want to use all my stamina recoveries at one night, so I'm trying to give the chance to um, rotate my formation, and I'm trying to have at least 3 important players for all the positions. Now, one thing which is unfortunately or fortunately happened is that, but this Pep Guardiola, I recently signed him. I'm playing PES since 1998 when it was Winning 11 at that time. But what happened? Still, this is Winning 11. But anyway, I mean, before Pro Evolution Soccer 1 and 2 and 3 and whatever came, it was Winning 11 1998 or something like that. Long story short, I never played 3-5-2 in my whole life. This is the maybe a couple of matches only I'm playing. Maybe this is the 5th one which I did. The problem is that the team spirit is still a bit low. It is good. Now it's, to be honest, it's a fair 90 plus. It's fair, but it has to be 99, and I should have some fast defenders that they can run. I have good defenders, but they are not that much fast. Company, for example, is very slow. They don't have that much speed. So anyway, I'm trying to manage. Once I reach to 99 for this formation, the team spirit, I would try to also work on my 4-5-1 formation. Now the team spirit is around 70. So if I can get that team spirit for that formation also around 90, then it's amazing. I can start working with that formation, slowly attack. If I'm behind, then I can change it to 3-5-2, because in my opinion this 3-5-2 is too much attack oriented, and if your opponent has for example Robin on the right or Messi on the right, Ibra or Ronaldo in center as a center forward, and on the left side they can have Ribery, they can have Neymar, but it's very hard to control them. That's why with this formation it's not suitable for against all the opponents and against all the teams. But now I have to try to manage till that time and the point that I reach to that level, and then later as a simulator just put the formation on the one which you want to increase your team spirit, let the computer plays for you. But either way, there are ways to increase the team spirit as well. Okay, 315. It's Inzaghi. Let's see. Okay, he has a team spirit of 87. His Messi is 97. He's not using the proper formation, but he has Baggio, he has Filippo Inzaghi, he has Messi, and I think that's it for him. He has Eto'o as well, but he's not using them properly. Anyway, he has a fair team, so it's time to give rest to, I think, Varane. Put company here, and Ibra. Let's play Hazard. Let's go for it. Anything for life, you have to consider one thing. In my club, you don't have that much option to just change the formation. It takes time that your team can apply for another formation. It's another problem. But I'm always trying to swap between the formation.
Well, Vincent Kompany, for me, is a player of true substance. He's a powerhouse defender, not easy to outpace. He has the confidence to step into midfield with the ball and see what develops. I think he's about as solid as they come.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with...
Yes, Ibra, the beast.
Some of the
He's
best
a beast,
managers
man.
I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
What happened there?
However many surrounded him, that is what he could do.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Pepe. Di Maria. Now the pass. Di Maria. It's Di Maria! Roberto Baggio. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Luis Suarez. Roberto Baggio. Tries a through ball. Ball's loose. Who's getting there?
Oh, come on.
Oh, well intercepted. Really alert to the danger. Now it's James Rodriguez. He's off on a marauding run. James Rodriguez!
Come on.
Quarter of an hour played. They scored inside the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Toni Kroos. Dashing forward at pace, looking to force his way through. Back of the net! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled. Well, that second goal is given...
They are rampant! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and
Oh, come on. I was just about to score a beautiful goal, but he ruined it.
Toni Kroos with a real chance here. Looking to pull clear here. Kroos! And the ball's come out. It's Busquets! Now it's Luis Suarez. Rafinha. Now it's Eto'o. Looks to thread it through. Barzagli. Forward. What does he try from here? It's got through to him. Luis Suarez! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! And already they're looking to run away with it.
I just think he showed a lovely appreciation of where that defensive line formed, and he held his run until just the right moment, and he broke the offside trap, and he took full advantage. That's top marks for me.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
In it goes! And they are disappearing out of sight.
Yeah, I love the finish, but I think had the pass been delayed for just a second longer, I think he would have been flagged offside. And I think you have to praise them all round on that one, from the pass and the finish.
4 in the game. He is the man. James Rodriguez with the ball through, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels. He's been taken down,
Like
and
he
the
wants
referee has
to
pointed at the spot to further improve their position of comfort. Never in doubt.
Well, that looked a simple case of giving the keeper the eyes and just...
Question, that's a foul. Messi. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Hazard hoops it upfield. It's a promising ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, he's broken through. It's Luis Suarez!
What did I do there?
The defence
It
was
was
made
a
to look
stupid
vulnerable
mistake.
there. They simply had no answer for that trickery.
He's putting on a show here, I think.
Well, he's certainly a player I'd be more than happy to watch. Tactically, he's almost impossible to stop.
It's all about the quality of the delivery, and come away with nothing. Roberto Baggio. Kroos! Pretend to hit it from distance. Not this time, but he's never shy about having a go. Now it's Ibrahimovic. This is promising. Toni Kroos. It's James! And it's James Rodriguez. Looks like a good ball through. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. There's the whistle for half-time.
Now, as I mentioned, I try to work on my other formation.
So off we go once more. And a shot! Oh, impressive strike.
He caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Benzema. Ibrahimovic. Benzema. World class! Karim Benzema! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Benzema is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Benzema passes it through. He's got through. Robben. Driving on now. What can they conjure from here? Hazard. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's Benzema! Looks to slip it through. Zuniga gets into the right position to intercept. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Forward it goes. Now it's Inzaghi. It's come loose. Filippo Inzaghi with the ball through. Robben. Robben. Can he find a finish now? Ibrahimovic!
What a goal.
Oh, taken with style. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Pepe. Tries a through ball. Now it's Benzema. World class! Karim Benzema! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Zuniga positions himself well and cuts it out. Toni Kroos. Now the pass. Nicely measured pass. Comes in hard, but he's taken enough of the ball. Another piece of really good defending. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Oh, he's come up against the brick wall there. Rafinha. Eto'o, he's onside, and he's through on goal. Hazard. Out for a throw. And it's Messi. Sergio Busquets. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Ibrahimovic. Passes it through. It's got through. How about it? It's a loose ball. They really are proving themselves. No mistake! Time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Look, I don't want to take anything away from the finish because he ghosted his way into position. But where was the communication in that defence? Who was taking charge? Nobody.
Looks like a good ball through. Robben crosses it in low. World-class Karim Benzema! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single.
Robben has been caught there, it's a foul. That's Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets looking for options. Hazard can shoot here, and the keeper turns it behind. Real chance! Who's ball? Who's going to get there? It's Benzema! It's there! That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
Well, once upon a time I was harsh on goalkeepers, but now I'm more sympathetic because the ball moves all over the place these days, and we've just seen it again.
4 in the game. He is the man. He's away! And the shot! Sergio Busquets. Ibrahimovic with the ball through. That's offside. Yes, it is. Well positioned to make that interception. Ibrahimovic. And it's Eto. Fine defending there. Barzagli. Spoon forward. The final whistle. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Oh, listen, if you've got that kind of power and that kind of pace in your team, I think you'll play.
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be on the way very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
It's there!
And some of the best managers I've played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Real Madrid didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Di Maria looking for options. Company cuts it out. Di Maria. Neymar with the ball through. It's Luis Suarez! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! 2 up, 2 easy. How many more to come? Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keep. They are rampant!
Unbelievable.
And they are disappearing out of sight. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
It's almost a case of sacrificing some of the power in favour of getting the technique right. And technically, that volley was as good as it comes. That's not an easy skill, we know that by now. That's fantastic.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. In comes the corner. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. It's a loose ball. Tries a through ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's come loose. Now the pass. Christian Theo. And the ball is out of play. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of play...
It's in! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, once upon a time I was harsh on goalkeepers, but now I'm more sympathetic because the ball moves all over the place these days, and we've just seen it again.
Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Jesse Rodriguez gets it back. Mascherano gets into the right position to intercept. Marco Verratti tries to get it forward quickly. Alexis Sanchez, well positioned to make that interception. Marco Verratti. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Muller! Xabi Alonso. And it's Neymar. Well played, he saw that coming. Another piece of really good defending. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Neymar! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! And looking to run away with it. That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
You know, it's the modern ball that makes such a difference to shots like that. If you connect well, it will swerve and dip all over the place. It's just so hard to predict.
Muller. Now it's Teo. Deftly done. Away from immediate danger. And play for a throw. And it's Toni Kroos. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's broken through. Ibrahimovic hits it! And in it goes. Neuer did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Real Madrid grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. It's Neymar! 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 One of a type! He's brilliant! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit
What about it? Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Suarez showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display. What a player.
Luis Suarez! There is the half-time whistle. So a warm welcome to you all. We will be on the way very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Thiago Silva. Isco. Daniel Carvajal boots it upfield. Now the pass. Robben. It's Robben! He's delivered all right!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Ah, even a section of the opposition fans were applauding that. You just have to appreciate it.
You know, it's the modern ball that makes such a difference to shots like that. If you connect well, it will swerve and dip all over the place. It's just so hard to predict.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Diego Costa finds himself offside. Luis Gustavo knocks it towards the front, tries a through ball. Rafael Varane positions himself well and cuts it out. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Isco collects the ball from behind. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. James Rodriguez. Dinks one in. It's a fabulous position. Pretty robust, but the referee says no foul. Rafael Varane cuts it out. Xabi Alonso pumps it forwards. Roberto Carlos does well there, alert. Lahm. Messi with the ball through. He's through the middle. Chance! And the finish! Back of the net! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! Jim, your thoughts?
The poor defending or not, that was a clinical finish. Both the movement and the execution were top drawer.
Juventus take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
There is the genius of Luis Suarez! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, once upon a time I was harsh on goalkeepers, but now I'm more sympathetic because the ball moves all over the place these days, and we've just seen it again.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
James Rodriguez goes long and forward. Muller! It's a carbon copy of his previous miss.
Well, I wonder if their profligacy will rebound on them somehow. You know, they're very much on the up here, and yet they can't convert a string of very decent opportunities.
Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Diego Costa passes it through. Diego Costa. It's anyone's ball. In for the follow-up. Looks to slip it through. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Looking to force his way through. Sticks it away! That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
You know, it's the modern ball that makes such a difference to shots like that. If you connect well, it will swerve and dip all over the place. It's just so hard to predict.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Yeah, in a game like this, every chance is vital, but they're back on level terms.
Loose ball, who's going to get there? Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Oh, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Luis Gustavo. Roberto Carlos. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. James Rodriguez. James Rodriguez. He's off on a marauding run. Where to from here? Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And he's there to make a great save.
And that wasn't exactly a routine save. He still had an awful lot to do to keep that out. Superb.
Oh, you could tell he really wanted that.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
And there's the end of the first half. Terrific half. 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Di Maria. Luis Gustavo. Messi. Forward it goes. Played out wide. Can he finish? Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Toni Kroos. It's Diego Costa. Hit long and direct. Thiago Silva gets into the right position to intercept. Isco. Daniel Carvajal. He's made sure that that won't get through. Neymar tried to play it through.
Yeah, it looked like there that he was asking just a little too much of himself to try and thread that ball through. It was a bit over-ambitious, but I like his thinking.
Thrust towards the front line. Tries to dink it in. Costa! Goal! Juventus! And they get themselves in front!
Oh, that was great to watch. It had to be an instant decision to lob the ball, and it just paid off perfectly. What a goal.
Juventus go into the lead.
Listen, it's no surprise to me as to who scored the goal. When you look through this team, he's the standout performer with a whole repertoire of different talents. He'll do for me every time.
Robin. Di Maria. Surely. Thiago Silva. Robin demonstrates his quality. Costa with a long pass out wide. And you can just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one. Messi, now it's Messi. Can he find a finish now? The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Looks like a good ball through. Ibrahimovic into opposition territory. Isco, a scorer already in the game. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Neymar. And it's Toni Kroos. Luis Suarez. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Neymar done very well to intervene. Roberto Carlos. Luis Suarez pushes it out wide. Lahm pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Di Maria, here's the delivery. Ibrahimovic! It could only be him!
Unbelievable. Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
That is some volley. Great technique.
Look, you can end up looking a bit silly if you don't make the right connection on the volley, but he met that cross perfectly.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Robben plays it in. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Yes, and what a battle this has been. Neither is showing any sign of backing off. It's a tribute to wonderful attitude to put everything they've got into attempting to gain that vital edge.
That's a poor kick by the keeper, he's just given it straight back. Robben can shoot here. Ibrahimovic hits it! And it's a goal! And right at the death, that surely must be the winner.
And it's no accident when this kind of thing happens. Top players are elevated to such a level because they have the will to keep going and the composure to produce vital goals. Take that.
Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up there.
He scored! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Look, you can only exploit the space if the pass is good enough, and in that instance, it was instinctive and quick, and it did the damage.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
The Chilean Arturo Vidal. He has tremendous heart and desire about his game, but what I like best about him is his aggression. Every run, pass and tackle seems to mean a bit more to winners like him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. James Rodriguez. Benzema. A chance! Benzema has a goal! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Daniel Carvajal. That's the throw. Isco. And it's James Rodriguez. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. He scored inside the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. And now they can launch a counter. Oh, he's come flying in. Hazard. Muller. With the ball through. It's a decent ball. Whose ball? Who's going to get there? James Rodriguez. Candreva gets it back. James Rodriguez. Driving on, he could shoot here. It's James! Complaints about that challenge, robust but fair. And it's Toni Kroos. It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. Candreva. Looking for options. Now it's Muller. Vidal. Pedro. Muller. Hazard. Hazard! He's got away with one there. Smart save. It's a loose ball. Felipe, well positioned to make that interception. Now it's Muller. He's off on a marauding run. It's Muller! Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Daniel Carvajal. Now it's Hazard. Hazard tries to pick out a teammate. Now the pass. For a moment you thought that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's Muller. Benzema. Candreva. Benzema, can he find a finish now? It's the route one option. Benzema passes it through. Pedro tries to head towards goal. James Rodriguez. Looks like a good ball through. Isco's cross. Oh, that's not going to find its target. Either side really getting hold of the ball. Cantreva. James Rodriguez. Cantreva. Looks to slip it through. Is it out of harm's way? He's had a look. Isco. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Tries a through ball. Benzema! No mistake! And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much. At 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Hazard collects the ball from behind. Thiago. Isco. It's come loose. It's Cantreva! And they are disappearing out of sight. What a clean hit. No one gets in the way of that. That is... And the first half is done. Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. welcome to you all from the Giuseppe Meazza in Milan. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
So what now? Neymar, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to get it forward quickly. Pepe. Candreva. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Marcelo gets it back. You could just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one. Looks like a good ball through. Luis Suarez. Chance! Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Candreva. Azar. Now it's Luis Suarez. Cristiano Ronaldo dashing forward at pace. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And it's Neymar. Thrust towards the front line. Robin looks to dink one in. Cristiano Ronaldo. You could just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one. Quarter of an hour played.
This game is in need of some excitement. It needs help, and it's down to the creative and striking talent to up their game and give this crowd something to cheer about.
Looks to slip it through. And he's made certain that won't get through. Chips it! He's kept it out. Good, strong hand. He tried to chip, but it wasn't his best.
Yeah, and he certainly kept the keeper guessing with the lob.
Mascherano! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, with him being under pressure from a couple of opponents, I thought he showed real determination to get some sort of attempted goal, and you have to give him credit at least for that.
Crunching tackle. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Mascherano. Muller. Candreva. Cristiano Ronaldo. Azar. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Marcelo. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's shown him a clean pair of heels. It's Azar! It's come loose. And it's Muller. Azar. Now the pass. Neymar! He's scored! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Look, we know they're in control now, but they can't let their concentration drop, not one bit.
Away from immediate danger. Neymar displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Candreva with the ball through. And he's there to hoof it away. Fine defending there. Azar.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
That's Robin. Tries a through ball. Face to face with the keeper. Can he get the shot away? You can sense that sigh of relief coming from their dugout.
Well, a warning like that must be heeded. They now know how good this team can be on the break, so measures have to be put in place to guard against that happening.
Corner it is.
Cristiano Ronaldo is an obvious threat from set pieces. He needs special attention to stop him making a run.
Inter Milan can try it again now. Is it out of harm's way? And the first half is done.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Underway again.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Iniesta hoops it upfield. Neymar passes it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Robin! Oh, taken with style!
Now listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, in a tight game like this, there was always going to be little to separate them, but he really made that count.
Neymar with the ball through. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think you can only praise that sort of alertness and the way he almost knew what was going to happen, and he got there really early. That was top stuff for me.
Candreva gets into the right position to intercept. Gets it upfield. Needed a better pass there.
An equaliser that's put the cat amongst the pigeons now, and the fact that it's arrived early in this second half makes for an intriguing watch to come. They'll be very annoyed with themselves for that.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Rafael Varane. Sergio Busquets. Toni Kroos. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Marcelo positions himself well and cuts it out. Luis Suarez. Mascherano. And it's Luis Suarez. Robin. Neymar. Just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one. Mascherano. Robin. Looks to slip it through. And back to base. Keeper's got good distance on that. Robin plays it long. Neymar! Goal! Inter!
Unbelievable.
And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
It's almost a case of sacrificing some of the power in favour of getting the technique right, and technically that volley was as good as it comes. That's not an easy skill, we know that by now. That's fantastic.
And it's Luis Suarez. Thiago Silva demonstrates his quality. Neymar tries a through ball. He's away. In it goes.
Robin showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
More pressure on the opposition goal.
Well, I wonder if their profligacy will rebound on them somehow. You know, they're very much on the up here, and yet they can't convert a string of very decent opportunities.
Iniesta. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And that's a goal kick. Now the pass. Cristiano Ronaldo wanders offside. Looks like a good ball through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Neuer gets it away. And it's Neymar. Neymar with the ball through. Oh, you could just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Yes, and what a battle this has been. Neither is showing any sign of backing off. It's a tribute to wonderful attitude to put everything they've got into attempting to gain that vital edge.
And through to the goalkeeper. He goes long. Cristiano Ronaldo has been found. And he gobbles up the chance. Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
His delight very short-lived. The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. It's Kroos! Sergio Busquets. Pepe comes sliding in. Ibrahimovic. Barzagli does well to read it and intercepts. And it's Luis Suarez. And he's through on goal. Neymar with a shot. It's in! And right at the death. That surely must be the winner.
And it's certainly no fluke when you see a player of his calibre manufacture a goal that will surely seal the deal on this contest. Brilliant instinct and great...
And the referee brings it to a close. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Angel Di Maria. He has an awful lot going for him. A good dribbler, a very good crosser, a marvellous free kick taker, and a range of passing that most midfielders would be proud of. And he can play a prominent part.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Thrust towards the front line. It's Luis Suarez! Wonderful!
And if that's a sign of things to come, he could make himself unplayable here. On some occasions, when star players really mean business, the entertainment value rockets, and we could be in for a treat after such a stunning opening.
What a clean hit. No one gets in the way of that.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. He scored! 2-0, and they're already threatening to run riot. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Neymar just knew instinctively where the ball was going to end up. That's clearly been worked on the training ground, and the understanding is pretty exceptional between them. And
oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Neymar. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Well read, he sorted that out. Di Maria. So what now? Lobs it in gently. Robben. Oh, surely! It's there!
wonderful stuff, and it was all about quick thinking and even quicker feet, but you have to ask questions as to how he got through.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Well, it's Ibrahimovic. He's off on a marauding run. This has gone, that's a foul.
Look, if they can score from this free kick and get back on level terms, then the whole momentum of this game could swing right back in their favour and give them fresh impetus.
He'll fancy himself from here. Neymar! Oh, what a save! He had a long way to go.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And he's through on goal. Neymar! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal. Yeah, they may well be 2 up now, but the beauty of this game is that it could all change in a flash.
Oh, good interception. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Keeper's got good distance on that. PK gets into the right position to intercept. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There was plenty of power on that. Looks to slip it through. Done very well to intervene. Khedira. And it's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. PK does well to read it and intercepts. Di Maria. Needed to come up with a better ball.
Look, if he wants that ball to make it, then he has to pass it with a bit more zip. I think he knew as soon as it left his boot, it was going to be cut out. Just lacked a little more power.
Now the pass. Luis Suarez. Gozali. Schweinsteiger. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Azar. Muller. PK tries the route one option. Ibrahimovic with the ball through. Robben. There's no flag. Robben! Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Smalling does well there. Alert. That had to be more accurate. Pepe. Neymar looks to get on the end of this. Nicely measured pass. It's Luis Suarez! They are rampant! Surely now, beyond all doubt.
I just think he showed a lovely appreciation of where that defensive line formed, and he held his run until just the right moment, and he broke the offside trap, and he took full advantage.
No mistake! And they are disappearing out of sight. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no.
There's the whistle for half-time. Second half gets underway. He's made sure that that won't get through. Gets it upfield. And he's made certain that won't get through. Tries a through ball. Neymar with a shot! Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! Jim, your thoughts?
Yeah, I've got great admiration for the finish, but I've even more admiration for the pass that set it up. It was delicious.
And it's Azar. Azar looking to force his way through. Schweinsteiger cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Well, it looks like he's been the one who's targeted as the danger man here, and as a consequence, he's getting the special attention. They're getting players around him quickly, they're giving him nowhere to go, and I think pretty soon he could be getting frustrated with this.
Either side really getting hold of the ball. Neymar. Xabi Alonso. Looks like a good ball through. Hazard. Oh, and look who's there doing the defending. Di Maria. Robin. It's a long forward pass. Well played, he saw that coming. Pepe. Company tries a long pass towards the front. Needed a better pass there. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Di Maria pumps it forwards. Now it's Neymar. He scores! Neymar with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
Well, although the keeper looked an imposing figure then, he remained totally unfazed and took the chance with great ease.
Ibrahimovic. Luis Suarez could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third, and the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running.
The ball's come loose, and the chase is on. It's Di Maria. Robin. Luis Suarez passes it through. Neymar! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Yeah, they had lots of options in the box there. They've got plenty to chew on at the moment, but no bite.
Oh, that's great stuff. Exactly what he's all about.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
Neat exchange. In comes the corner. It's Ibrahimovic! You can get that clear. Another corner then. Oh, the ball's come loose. It's come back out. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Ibrahimovic demanding a quick ball here. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Khedira was long and forward. Tries a through ball. Now it's Robin. Oh, he's broken through. It's anyone's ball. Oh, well intercepted. Really alert to the danger. Ibrahimovic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Who's going to make this theirs? Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Robin. Robin goes wandering offside.
may look like a predictable long ball forward, but it's very effective, and the run just needs a slight tweak to beat the offside. They look as though they can make this come together.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Neymar, looks like a good ball through. He's through and all alone! He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Back of the net! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Robin is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Cristiano Ronaldo hooks it upfield. Neymar! One of a type! He's brilliant! They're back within reach! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautiful.
What about it? Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and
there is the genius of Luis Suarez! They are running riot here.
Suarez just stayed on the right side of the defender there. I thought he showed wonderful patience, great experience to just make sure he didn't drift offside, and I just thought all round it was very intelligent play.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
In it goes!
Unbelievable.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Look, volleys can be worked on and improvements can be made, but in the moment it takes timing and balance to catch the perfect spot on the ball to produce brilliant.
The final whistle. A great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, I think when you score with your first effort and goal, there's a good chance that things...
welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would say the Croatian Ivan Rakitic, a passer with a creative edge who will probe away until he can release a teammate with the right through ball. Best described as either crisp or cutting.
Okay, interesting. James Rodriguez pumps it forwards. Chan. And it's Rakitic. Rafael Varane. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Neymar with the ball through. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Gets it back. Aurier. Chan. Hit long and direct. Chan needed to come up with a better ball.
Look, if he wants that ball to make it, then he has to pass it with a bit more zip. I think he knew as soon as it left his boot, it was going to be cut out. Just lacked a little more power.
Now the pass. Now it's Benzema. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. It's there! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Benzema is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Looks to thread it through. It's got through to him. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence. Another piece of really good defending. Sergio Busquets. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. And it's Neymar. Fine defending there. Well positioned to make that interception. Rafael Varane comes sliding in. Now it's Neymar. Phil Jones tries the route one option. Oh, he's come up against a brick wall there. And Pepe. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, it looked like there that he was asking just a little too much of himself to try and thread that ball through. It was a bit over-ambitious, but I like his thinking.
Neuer catches it safely. James Rodriguez. Alexis Sanchez on a charge down the left. 15 minutes till half-time. Rafael Varane hurtles into the tackle. Aurier tries to get it forward quickly. He's away! A chance! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So this to restore parity. A formality, we're level. Oh, never in doubt.
Well, that looked a simple case of giving the keeper the eyes and just slipping the ball to the other side. That was clever.
And that has added a whole new complexion. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
He's he's got two options here. He either goes for goal or he opts for the little dink into the penalty box.
He'll fancy himself from here. Alexis Sanchez. Where to from here? Candreva. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, the contact was absolutely perfect for me, but the direction was pretty ugly, and that really was a back to the training ground moment.
Neymar. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Steered in. It's Benzema! Marvellous goal! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting. Oh, look, it's lovely having a player with such ability in your side. He's always capable of coming up with something important, and he's done it again.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's James Rodriguez. Hazard. Neymar! 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 One of a type! He's brilliant! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we're underway again. James Rodriguez tries a long pass towards the front. Surely this time! Muller, he's off on a marauding run. They are running riot! And surely that settles it.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
It's James! Chan. Chance to shoot. James Rodriguez. Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Rafael Varane boots it upfield. Sergio Busquets positions himself well and cuts it out.
What a good way to assert your authority for this second period. They were prepared to commit numbers forward into attacking positions, and the risk has been deservedly rewarded.
Fekir, aimed long and direct. Toni Kroos cuts it out. Looks to slip it through. Can he put it away? He scores! And they are right back within touch. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
I just thought he was alert and direct. There was no messing about. He was too quick for the keeper, and that's a fine finish.
So is this the start of a comeback? Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Has a hit! Kandreva gets it into the middle. It's come loose. Sergio Busquets, and it's Muller. Looks like a good ball through. Muller. Muller with a shot! Busquets! Can he get the shot away? World-class Karim Benzema! He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Now it's Muller. Rakitic. Chan. And he's made certain that won't get through. Thrust towards the front line. Now it's Muller. Sergio Busquets. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
I thought it was good vision, but the execution was poor.
Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? No, not quite.
What an effort that was. He's done very well from that distance.
Benzema. And it's Fekir. Fekir goes pelting down that left-hand side. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Sergio Busquets gets into the right position to intercept. And the ball's come out! They pick it up and they can have another go. Benzema. Doing well down the right, but he's left himself in need of support. Lobs it in gently. It's Muller! This could fall anywhere! Turned away by the keeper. Got just about enough on that, but all at the expense of a corner. Keeper absolutely berating his defenders.
Well, those defenders should be blaming themselves, really. That was very, very slack work from them, and he has good reason to be angry. And that defence really does need to be berated.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Company. It's a long forward pass. Tries a through ball. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, good interception. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Deftly done. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
you